And then in 1995, Simpsons is airing season 6, episode 25, Who Shot Mr. Burns, part 1. After Mr. Burns steals oil from Springfield Elementary and blocks out the sun, an unknown person shoots him. Excellent.
This is Mr. Burns at his most dastardly, Steve.
This is one of them ones, Matt.
Yeah, this is definitely top 10. And this was a huge thing when it came out, too, because there's a cliffhanger. You thought you didn't know whether Mr. Burns is going to die. I think they alluded to maybe a character not coming back after this, which everybody assumed, or I don't know. I forget the specifics, but everyone was guessing who it was. Big cliffhanger, Steve, for The Simpsons.
Principal Skinner's at school and he smells something rank coming from one of the classrooms. So when he goes in, he sees a dead gerbil.
Super dude, Steve. It's a class gerbil of one of the grades. Tragedy. And you also got to get rid of that stank body, Steve, because they were on break or something. They come back. This thing's reeking. So he throws it at Willie to get rid of. So Willie, maybe you take it outside. He's too busy of a man for that. So he just starts digging in the basement or like the closet he's in. As he digs his little rat grave or gerbil grave, strike some oil, Steve. Texas tea.
And it erupts into the classrooms. Ralph blow through the ceiling.
Yeah, it's destroying stuff. It's wreaking havoc, Steve. The school's destroyed. Principal Skinner's not really sure where his job lies because, that caused a lot of damage. But before we go to the repercussions, we cut to Mr. Burns' office. And he needs to get a package, lickety split, mailed, Steve. Priority to Pete in Pasadena or somebody like that. Shit rolls downhill at a company, and this package changes hands 15 times. Last guy that gets it is Homer. The job was to mail this package to Pete in Pasadena, but Homer, being the idiot he is, mistook the return address, which is obviously the office, to Mr. Burns. So he brings the package. Mr. Burns is pissed. And to make matters a little bit worse, Mr. Burns just doesn't remember his name, Steve. They've had thousands of interactions, and Mr. Burns, drawing a blank. Who are you?
Smithers, who is this nincompoop? As he's talking to Burns, Homer has a little milligram weight dropped on his head.
And that was supposed to be a trap door, but the buttons, Steve, they're just not working correctly. And that's because Smithers, everybody's effing up in Monty's world. So Homer's feeling it. Burns is going to start making a lot of people angry, Steve. And this is one of those dominoes. And then we cut to the school. Superintendent Chalmers shows up to really tear Skinner a new one.
Seymour.
But before he can, they find out this oil strike.
It's the richest elementary school in the state. And then we cut back to Mr. Burns. He's like, a nonprofit organization with oil? I can't allow it.
That stinks to him. And he's actually exercising, you'd think. And then you pull back and you see that he's on a stationary bike for two, which I've never seen. And he's letting Smithers do all the work, Steve.
I bet Norman from Real World has one of those.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go. And so, Monty's not feeling it. He tells Smithers, do another 20. Let's think on this. And while Smithers is doing that extra 20 on the bike, Monty goes and plays a little pinball in the back. Just, he's tired.
Cut back to Homer. He's talking to Lenny and Carl. Don't worry. He always screws up people's names.
Homer's really taking this rough. Sticking in his craw, Steve. So cut back to the school. Chalmers and Skinner are trying to think of how to use this money. And they make a couple of jokes, like, well, maybe we should pay for everyone's college. And they, yeah. Yeah. Now it's time to open it up for requests, I guess. So we see like a montage of everybody asking for and getting something approved. So Willie, he wants a new like crystal slop bucket and a new soiled blanket. The one he's got's too soiled. He wants a new soiled blanket, which doesn't make sense. Approve, Steve.
I want one too.
Yeah, hell yeah. Lunch lady Doris, she wants, her staff want to get rid of the mice. She, because of this, wants to get rid of her staff. Approved. It's pretty dope. I mean, I love this, Steve. I'd ask for a raise first, but Lisa, she comes in. She wants a new music teacher. And coincidentally, she has a connection to a guy who would be great. So in walks legendary Mamba King Tito Puente, Steve.
Yeah,
Papa
that's convenient.
Mambo. And he's ready to just like get out of the Mambo scene. It's just stale. So he wants to get into teaching. Tito Puente, he's approved, Steve. Oh, that's a bag.
Ralph wants chocolate microscopes.
Oh yeah.
I, I
Approved.
don't want I don't want double guitars, but dude, you're the bus driver. How do you even have a request?
Dude, he'd be like Mad Max. He's ghost riding the bus, shredding on a
The
double neck guitar. That's cool. Skinner, yeah, he wants more rubber stamps. He's easy to please. That's not going to take much out of the bank. So they got plenty left. And then they're like, there's one person left. And you think it's one of the bullies. I forget his name.
Jimbo,
And then you look a little closer and it's Mr. Burns. He's trying to blend in.
sign off on the well. Sign off your oil well to the local energy firms.
Skinner ain't having it. So Mr. Burns is like, yeah, that's cool. Guess I'll just have to attack you.
And he's just pawing away. Smithers, come help me subdue this beast.
Smithers just gets a stapler and just starts wasting staples at him. He might get him in the eye, but Skinner's like, just stop embarrassing yourself and wasting those staples.
Now the Simpsons are having dinner. Homer hates his job because his boss doesn't even know him. So Marge has this idea what happened when her dad was courting her mom. He would send her candy and a letter, a card. And Homer's like, it's not your idea.
She's just trying to help, Steve.
That's it.
Trying to help. Cut to Mr. Burns' office. He's still on this oil thing, Steve. He's got to get his hands, he's got to get his little mitts on this oil. But then he gets sidetracked because he's got his little telescope out and he sees this little kid eating candy. He wants to steal some candy from this kid. And instead of that, Smithers is like, boss, there's some candy right here. Little gift box. And it's a gift box that Homer sent, well, by proxy of Marge, to Mr. Burns. So they open it up. It's beautiful chocolate, Steve. And as they're really inhaling chocolate like a fatty, we see that there's a picture that's revealing itself. Very clever. And we're seeing that the Simpsons are actually the picture under the chocolate. So they eat like 15. They see Maggie. Mr. Burns is like, oh, there's Maggie. There's that little baby. It even knows the Simpsons dog, Steve. They eat it all. They eat the whole box. I've been there. Me and my wife do this all the time. There's always one disgusting thing in the Russell Stovers. You know what I'm talking about. It's got something.
Yes.
Some gross mush in it. And they see that, and conveniently it's covering Homer's head in this photo. So they give all the respect to all the Simpsons except Homer, which was the point. And then they just throw the box with that one thing in it covering Homer just in the trash. So there's no chance that they're going to put that together.
Write a thank you note to Marge, Bart, Lisa, Maggie, and Santa's little helper, the Simpsons mutt.
And then we cut to Springfield Elementary, and this is the day, Steve. This is the day when they turn the oil well on, right?
Oil Appreciation Day.
And this is it. This is when all the money starts coming in. So as they're switching on this oil pump, just a little, and I mean, we've all been here, Steve. We're in our 40s. A little driblet comes out. It's not getting any distance.
Cocaine piss.
Exactly. It's just a little droplet. Turns out there's no pressure in the well, and this guy who's like the tech is like, somebody else has dug the well. There will be bloodshed happening here, Steve. Somebody else is drinking the milkshake of Springfield Elementary.
It's going to the Burns Slant Drilling Company, and it's spewing, going everywhere. It's shooting throughout Springfield. It shoots Bart's treehouse. It just destroys it. Maggie, she's alerting Marge of what's going on. In the next scene, we see they're at the vet. Santa's little helper's handicapped now.
He's got the wheelie thing, Steve. I mean, this is rules enough. Here again, another domino. Somebody else that Burns is pissed off, right? This is all leading up to something. So now the Simpsons got another. This is getting personal, as if it wasn't personal enough as it was. So Burns, he figured it out. He's the rich tyrant, Steve. This is how it always works. Tale as old as time. It happened in the movie I just referenced. He's got the oil, and there's nothing they can do about it. Seen it 1,000 times.
Cut to the staff, and Willie's pissed now. The demands aren't going to be met for any of the staff. I'll kill that Mr. Burns and wound that Mr. Smithers.
Tito Puente, he's pissed, Steve. And you know he's got that Latin Latino heat coming. So another one that's pissed in Springfield. Cut back to the Simpsons. They get the thank you from Mr. Burns. It doesn't have Homer in it. He's pissed.
I'm pissed now.
He's losing it, Steve.
Step outside for a sec, kids.
Yeah, he throws out a cloud of profanity. Flanders almost poops himself, Steve.
Kind of like how Martin went off on the radio show that one time when we heard about the...
Yeah. More angered people. Cut to Moe's, Steve. Barney and the bar rats. You know, Moe's has gotten a little weird because this oil rig is right next to it. On top of the weird ambiance that they got cultivated at Moe's, there's like a cloud of funk, Steve. Toxic fumes, you might call it. It's cool they're getting high off of them, but Moe's trying to charge them for the high. They're trying to figure that out. The bar just gets straight shut down, Steve. So Moe gets his heat out from behind the bar. He gets a little shotgun. Barney, who I think the bar's as important to, he pulls out his hooker pistol, and it's game on, Steve.
Cut to the retirement home, and Abe, his bedroom, the whole retirement home just crumbles.
Yeah, the drilling that Burns did like caused some cavity below the retirement home, so it's a sinkhole. So retired people pissed, Steve.
Cut back to Smithers and Burns, and he's seeing the whole town destroyed. But that's not it. Burns has the grand plan of blocking the sun. He plans on blocking the sun, and Smithers does not agree with any of this. He's trying to take Mr. Burns off the ledge throughout this episode. It's like, what about the plants? The trees, the owls would have excessive hooting, would drive us crazy. What about the sundial? There'd be no use of a sundial. ...
But Smithers, he can't get through to Burns. Burns fires him. Smithers is left in ruins, spurned by his ex-lover. I don't know what's going on here. Another person angry. Mr. Burns, he's just checking people. It's Kill Bill at this point. He's got the old people. He's got the nonprofits. He's got the bread, Steve.
Money, 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 money.
And the only thing left is that just pesky son, which, you know, one could argue it all. He could also make money off that because of the AC and whatnot, but I get it. He's evil.
And Marge even says he's selfish. And as the family's deliberating over all of this, they talk to the person behind the newspaper thinking it's Homer, but it's Abe, Grandpa.
Ah! We thought Dad had melted.
Yeah. Well, I'm living here now.
So he's living there. Everybody's pissed about that. You know, that's going to cause a lot of problems. Homer's not there, so we cut to where he is, and he's in his car, just pissed. Rage driving. We've all been here. You're just having an argument with somebody in his head. He's pissed off. So he's so pissed off by the just ghosts of Mr. Burns just taking him down in his head that he crashes through like the barrier into work, Steve.
He drives through the gate, yeah, and he sneaks into Burns' office. He tries to spray paint Homer was here or something like that, but the lights turn on, and Mr. Burns again, who in the devil are you? Homer's had enough.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, he charges him and just shakes the shit out of him. I'm Homer Simpson. I'm Homer Simpson. Oh, calm down. What are you talking?
And he gets dragged away, Steve, like a psycho fan. And he's threatening violence on Mr. Burns the whole way down the hallway. So another person losing it to Mr. Burns. Cut back to the Simpsons. They're unpacking Grandpa's stuff. And just like a little side thing, they find out that Grandpa's packing heat, Steve. He's got a piece. Bart's playing with it. Marge isn't having it. She takes it and she says she's going to bury that thing out in the backyard. ...
Now we see Mayor Quimby. I guess they're holding a gun control conference.
It's a town hall, I think, about Mr. Burns because of all these shenanigans. His plan is I have a very strongly worded email that I will give to his constituency, and hopefully they will give it to him. He doesn't have a lot of balls, Steve. He doesn't want to stand up, but everybody else does and explain why Mr. Burns has ruined their life. You know, this whole town's in ruins.
Smithers is an alcoholic. Willie's, he's pissed that he's not getting his crystal slop bucket. Abe, he's lost his retirement home. Mo lost his bar. Barney lost Mo's bar. Everyone's pissed.
Maggie's pissed. She's aggressively hitting that pacifier, and you can tell. Everyone's throwing out these grievances, and then like a villain in a western, Monty Burns just walks in, just oh hello, my ears are burning. Everybody like turns around. Bart goes at him. Dude pulls a piece, Steve. He flashes the piece.
Fuck around and find out.
You feel lucky, Bart? So he's like, look, guys, I don't think any of you got the balls, right? Like, I got the gun. It is what it is. So,
That's what I thought.
yeah, basically. And then he's like, you know what else is cool? I'm about to make the sun turn off at 3 p.m. Check this out. And he does it, Steve. He is a James Bond villain. He reached that status of rich guy.
I like how Krusty comes back from Reno. It's like, hey, what did I miss? Who goes to the town hall meeting coming from out of town? Is that
He's in a great mood, but then he's like, oh, weird vibe. Monty goes to enjoy an eternally twilighted out Springfield, which he thinks is heaven on earth because no light means these city lights are on 24/7. Everybody's got their lights on in their house 24/7. Who's paying me for that? Everyone. So this is all money in the bank, Steve. This is Vince McMahon and everybody.
I feel like celebrating? And he's getting his Fred Astaire on. He's dancing around the lampposts and jingling on the sidewalks.
We see Burns go into an alley and be like, "Who are you?" And you hear kind of like a scuffle, and then you hear this gunshot. Monty comes out kind of like muttering and passes out in a specific way on the sundial. And everyone around in town's like, "Oh my God." Marge points out, "We're all suspects." And then sinister music plays as we see everybody in, Springfield, and everybody's mad. Everybody's got a gripe. And then we cut to Dr. Hibbert. Yeah, Doc Hibbert.
I can't possibly solve the mystery. Can you?
That's it.
We think he's pointing at us, but he's actually talking to Wiggum.
But this was it, Steve.
This was big news, man. I remember this being on the front of TV Guide. There was that anticipation, and this is our version, our generation's version of Who Shot JR, which is what all of this is spoofed off of. Happened in the early 80s, and Who Shot Mr. Burns, man, it was just as big of a deal for us 90s kids.
Yeah, hell yeah. And like you said, everywhere. Who Shot Mr. Burns t-shirts, TV guides, with multiple different covers of the Who that you thought did it.
Yep.
And what were we, 6 seasons in now in this? And it's fully become part of the lexicon at this point. It was so good. And I mean, we talk about it all the time when we talk Simpsons. It's still going. So, but this is landmark.